My boyfriend and I have been together for 4 years. We have a child together. He doesn't want to marry me. I don't know what to do next.
Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Taylor the Fiend back again, and today we are taking a look at why men are refusing to get married. Don't forget to drop a comment, make sure you subscribe if you are new here, and let's jump into it. Public marriage proposals are just a backhanded thing to do. I honestly think it's never a smart idea at this point.
128. 128. That's all it takes.
Not all it takes.
And what's your excuse?
I haven't found anyone to marry.
128. Then they're cute. They're cute. And if you want to be more expensive, they're over here.
That's the one who's the one from Walmart. Yeah, is that one from
Which I wouldn't want that one either. That's all it takes.
He clearly does not want to get married. The price tag of the ring is besides the point.
What does a man have to make annually for you to be like, yeah, I can marry him?
It doesn't really matter as long as he like
you're
tries.
Gonna be a sugar mama?
Oh, I'm not being a sugar mama.
So
He's gotta make like at least 120.
You gotta love how she's acting like an 120k salary is somehow a reasonable compromise for her to get married. It makes more sense to advertise what you can bench over just getting married nowadays.
I saw 2 women propose to their boyfriends today. Two of them. 2 women in separate bodies on this here app. Separate bodies, they're different people. Different souls, different bodies. 2 of them, not one but 2. TWO, two. Ooh, boy. We've lost the plot.
She's triggered at the fact that 2 women proposed and she doesn't even have a man.
Marriage is an L. So my thing is, you never sign a contract with someone who is rewarded for breaking it. And women in today's day and age, if the guy's the breadwinner, they are rewarded by breaking the marriage contract. See, if you look at the vows of marriage, what do they say? They say, till death do us part. That has to mean something in today's day and age. But it ain't the case. If I do marry a girl, it has to be till death do us part. There is no divorce. So like to me, like I'd have to be so certain, but your words have to mean something. Till death do us part has to mean something. And frankly, in today's day and age, it doesn't.
Most of these women aren't mature enough to take a lifelong vow of loyalty seriously. I really don't think they could actually do it.
This is my wonderful husband.
Oh.
I got the ticket. He was driving my car. I'm not guilty.
Oh.
He is.
So you came here today to tell me he's guilty?
I'm not guilty. The ticket's in my name.
No,
I'm
know.
not guilty.
No, I understand that. I said, you came here today to tell me he's guilty. So the first thing you did was throw him under the bus.
I'm not throwing myself under.
So you think he's really guilty, huh?
When I looked at that video, if I was a policeman, I would say he was guilty.
Guilty. You go through this every day?
Yes, Your Honor.
We've been happily married for 43 years, right?
Yes, dear. You can tell that guy has had to endure 43 years of humiliation with this particular woman.
Sam, what could you buy with your body count?
It's 50 cents per body count.
Okay. Sorry, what? A cheap bottle. Allie, what could you buy with your body count? What?
A manicure.
Ashley, what could you buy with your body count?
I don't know, this pasta. I don't know. Cassie, what could you buy with your body count?
A Plan B pill.
Not the generic kind.
The fact that they know what they can buy with their body counts is actually rather disgusting to me. Like, this is how far we have actually degraded as a society.
Oh, no. No. I'm gonna go. Come on, we gotta get out there. I feel
What these women will never seem to understand is if the man wanted to propose, then he would actually propose. I actually see so many marriages these days where, like, the women are essentially forcing the dude to propose to them or insisting that the man propose. But the thing is, if the man wanted to, then he absolutely would be doing it. It's simply that men don't want to.
He's been married for 15 years, and he says he never had an argument with his wife. Let's digest that together, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what's going on in the next slide.
What's the secret?
Okay, yeah, that's a
Yeah. Congrats on that. Yeah.
Those arms look absolutely crazy. It is no wonder why that guy never gets into an argument with her. If that guy is honest and loyal, who cares if he's not proposing? It shouldn't actually matter. I swear, so many of these women, they just want the status of being married. They don't actually want to be married. They just want a man to propose to them. They don't actually care about, being a good wife or a good mother or anything like that. She wasted his money on handbags that she'll use once at the absolute most.
I used to be gay. A lot of people don't know that. I was in a marriage with a woman for 11 years. I was the man. So when it comes down to it, no, I did not get appreciated. I barely got loved. It was horrible. So that is why some men come out here and be just doing their own thing, don't even care, because, bruh, the experience was No woman is just out here trying to help her man. She expects her man to just do for her. And it dawned on me, like when women were growing up, I don't know one woman that was raised to know how to treat a man. I don't.
The sad part is that men are really not that complicated, but they act like men are impossible or really confusing or something when it's just not the case.
I know that when I was being raised up, and the people around me that was being raised up, our mamas taught us to pay attention what to look for in a man. Pay attention to how or what he had, 6 figures, a car, a house. Nobody taught us how to love him. Nobody taught us how to take care of him when he's down. Nobody taught a woman how to nurture their man the correct way. We were just taught to look. We were just nurturers by nature. Nobody was taught how to nurture no man.
A lot of modern day women barely actually see men as human, yet they demand everything of those particular men.
Please explain to me what you mean by marriage is hard.
I'm not married, but my girlfriend's allergic to shrimp, and at least once a month we'll be at a restaurant and she'll order 3 shrimp tacos, and the waiter looks at her and goes, "Do you have any allergies?" And she looks at the waiter and says, "Nope." And then she eats the tacos, and then she breaks out in hives, and then she takes Benadryl, and she's like, "I can't believe I'm breaking out in hives." And I'm like, "You're allergic to shrimp."
Marriages take a lot of work and sacrifice, I would imagine. 2 things that a lot of these modern women simply hate doing. They don't mind having the benefits of marriage, but when it comes to actually sacrificing or doing anything, then it becomes like this huge problem.
When I thought about it, I was like, I hope someday I actually get engaged. The person that you are engaged to the most in your entire lifetime is your damn self. So why shouldn't I get this ring for my damn self? So, this is me proposing to myself. Damn! Look at...
This seems like an excuse that she gave herself just to justify buying an overpriced piece of jewelry.
the big, gorgeous diamonds. Even the packaging is beautiful, the way that it contrasts. You know when jewelry is so pretty, you want to eat it? Is that just me? Like, it's so delectable. Will I be with me for the rest of my life? Well, yes, I've no choice. But yes.
It's cringe like this, which just tells dude to never get involved with her in the first place, which is actually rather helpful in a way when you think about it.
Are you thinking about marriage at all now?
I'm still too young for that. See,
Because you talked about babies last time we saw you.
I can deal with babies. That's different.
You can have one protective
You
section.
can, but you should want to have a baby with somebody you want to marry.
I don't follow the certain formula. See, I'm the total opposite of the guy that y'all want to give y'all the great answers for. Because I'm gonna give you the remix.
I'm
gonna give you the remix. So I'm cool having a baby. Great. The marriage thing, I'm not cool getting you half of what I earned all my life.
The thing is, everybody has to look at marriage with the assumption that it's going to fail, particularly men who are going to bear the brunt of the responsibility or the punishment, rather, if it does actually fail. It's all very well and good to say, people are looking at marriages failing, but 50% of marriages fail. The majority of divorces are initiated by the women. Men are the ones who typically get punished. So, take that with what you will.
You know what I'm saying? Like prenups, all that, that's cool. I just think marriage, in our generation, marriage has been distorted to our generation of people because it hasn't worked. Like the older generation has worked. Our generation,
what we've seen,
what we've seen,
right.
and as our culture, as generations from being, teenagers to now high school, whether college, whatever, it's all about the turn up.
Culture has changed too much, and traditional marriages are doomed to fail because of it.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not
the vegetable.
No, you stupid. I'm not promoting the turn up. Right. I'm just saying that's what our mentality is. Social media, whatever it is. So it's all about what's hot at the time. So those values aren't instilled in us right now. We don't have leaders to instill that. I'm particularly not gonna be that leader because I'm gonna turn up with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna be real. But we don't have those kind of leaders that instill that. So certain females, I'm not dissing my female audience, but females' mentalities aren't on that.
Marriage these days isn't about having something stable. It's kind of mutated into a status symbol for social media. If she resorts to becoming a human bear trap, then it's probably a smart idea to just completely avoid her.
A recent NBC poll blew up the internet. It asked young men and women ages 18 to 28 what defines success in life for them. In other words, what matters most to you? Among young men who voted for Trump in 2024, 34% said having children was their number one definition of success. 29% put marriage right near the top.
There's nothing wrong with wanting to start a family. It is insane how those dudes are shamed.
But young women who voted for Harris, their number one was having a fulfilling job or career. Marriage and children, dead last, just 6% each. So, pro-choice girl bosses don't want kids. Well, we still have young conservative women, right? Not much different. With young women who voted for Trump, having children and getting married came in at just 26% and 20% respectively.
That's because young women these days are raised thinking that money means freedom and happiness.
Top priority for conservative voting women? Financial independence. This is profound. And it certainly is a factor in why so many young people say dating today feels impossible. I have learned from my Gen Z contact that it's proposal season. But what if the guy holding the flowers and the ring can't find his girl? What if romance is dead?
Being a romantic is silly if the woman is just going to eye the contents of your bank account. This is why dudes have kind of withdrawn chivalry and romance, is because there's simply no point in doing it seems. That's an interesting way of telling his son-in-law that she's his problem now.
The relationship contract, the social contract between men, now you're actually having to do what men are doing to get women. See, what women used to do to get a man was just have a low body count, no kids. And if you give me exclusive access to your body and your womb, I'll give you my exclusive access to my resources and my attention. But now, women can make choices. Well, if you can't get somebody to marry that, and you want somebody to grow old with, and you can't find them, you got to rent them.
You can't expect a man to take a woman with kids seriously. I mean, it makes absolutely no sense at all. The women should have made it work with the father of the child.
Birthrights are falling.
Right.
Dating in Canada, y'all are fooled.
Why?
It's a liberal feminist paradise, and men are just tired of it.
Okay.
I mean, 36 or 37 years old, 60, 70 years ago, you'd have been married, had 2 or 3 kids by now, and been on the way to possibly being a grandmother.
Yeah, at that age, I could see that that's very true. I guess for me, it was more difficult to swallow the idea of either you rent a husband or you die alone. Like, I feel like that's just two very big extremes.
She's in denial because what she just described is her current situation. She refuses to actually believe it.
Okay. Where in the world can women live and exist individually by themselves and survive without the help of the group?
So like codependency.
No, you're not meant to be alone on the planet. You need the group. You need a man. Are you seeing anybody?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Then don't blow it.
Yeah, I'll try.
Because I've asked this question to women too. Ladies, if you knew now that the last guy you broke up with would have been your last guy ever you'd have got in life, would you have worked harder? And every woman has told me, yeah.
They throw out good men only to try and get back with them after they get some damage.
What would you give your future husband that you haven't given to any man before?
Not do.
If she's got nothing to give that man, then those men have nothing to give her. Honestly, that seems fair to me.
If marriage is just a piece of paper, then why not just get it? Because, like, your birth certificate is also just a piece of paper. Your social security card is also just a piece of paper. The title to your car is also just a piece of paper. So, like, if it's just a piece of paper, why not just get it? I ain't gonna tell anybody how to live, but I think it's a teensy bit wild that a guy can just have a whole kid with someone, but can't get her a ring and a piece of paper. Like one of those things is like a little bit more permanent than the other two.
That piece of paper has a large amount of legal repercussions if she decides to rip it in half.
Thing that I wanted and dreamed of, and with us, and what I believe in with us, and everything. Like, we've been working, we've been doing a lot of great things together. Bruh. And that I really don't want to marry you. I don't want to be with you. I feel like you nitpick too much. You don't love me for me. You don't love me the way I want you to love me. And I just feel like I could never marry you. Happy with each other. I want to make sure you're straight and I'm straight, but I just can't do this anymore.
He knows that marrying her would be a massive disaster. It's actually better to just end things.
Like, I can't get, like, I don't want to marry you. I don't feel like you're a great fit for marriage. Oh, man. I feel like there's a line where you cross, and most women don't cross that line. And that line that you cross, like, this is marriage over here, and this is where no one wants to marry you. You're on this side of not being married.
Why would you feel guilty? Where's the guilt coming from?
You can still care about another person and still not want to marry them. It's really not that complicated. I love how men are just pushed into marriage though, even though they bear all of the consequences pretty much if the marriage does blow up, which, you know, it is likely to do.
And I don't think that you're deserving of it. You was deserving of it, then I can give it to you. You're just not the woman for me to marry. We can play house and do stuff like that, but marriage is just not it.
Play house?
She clearly cares more about the marriage than she actually does care about the man that she's with.
Why aren't men getting married anymore? It's not because they hate love or they're against love. It's because the system is actually stacked against them. In 1960, 72% of adults were married, and today it's barely 50%. And among men under 30, it's pretty much nowhere. Here's why. Divorce courts, they'll take all of the man's money, they'll take the kids, they'll take the house. 90% of child custody goes to women, and men pay millions in child support and alimony every year.
Divorce has become a humiliation ritual that forces the man to pay for the trouble. Like, this is literally a contract that benefits somebody for breaking it, and the men are punished.
Then there's the happy wife, happy life culture where men sacrifice everything to keep the peace. Meanwhile, if a man wants traditional roles, it's labeled as toxic. So men naturally ask themselves, what is the upside? And for a lot of guys, there isn't one. It's not that men in general hate commitment. They hate commitment to a system that is designed to punish them for existing. Till marriage becomes a partnership and not a legal liability, men will continue to keep saying no thanks.
A man shouldn't have to walk on eggshells just to keep the peace in his own home, in my opinion.
What man you looking for, honey?
Like I said, a provider, someone who's attentive, romantic, someone who can plan dates. Like, don't be texting me good morning every single day. And if you're not someone who likes to talk on the phone in the talking stage, that's a no for me. I can't do the texting back and forth. I give it a week. After that, I'm done. I need someone who's stable, has a stable income. I mean, I want to live a stress-free life. I want to live a life I want to be happy, basically. I want to be able to travel.
In short, she wants a rich, masculine man to pay her way so that she doesn't actually have to work anymore.
Do you make a certain amount of money?
I definitely prefer a guy who makes, you have to be where I am. So maybe what I make and higher. So I would say starting at 80K a year, at least. But I would prefer higher.
So if a man made 70K, don't reach out to you.
No, he can. Like I said, as long as you're in a position to where you can grow and move up in your job, that's fine.
That guy will be expected to have a massive promotion within 6 weeks of meeting her.
But what if he can't? 70K is his cap.
No.
Okay. When was your last relationship?
2021.
2021. Okay, you don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
2021.
Oh wow, so 4 years. Okay.
Yep.
She hasn't said a single thing that would interest any man that meets her demands at all.
Why do you think guys no longer want to get married?
There's literally no way you don't know the answer to this one. Men don't want to get married twice, or again, or ever, simply because of the things they've already gone through or the things they've seen. A lot of them have lost homes, jobs, other possessions, worst of all, their kids, all because of an ungrateful woman. False allegations from a woman at the very onset of a divorce proceeding can have substantial negative effects on the man, regardless if they're true or not. A lot of times they're not. So unless you've been living under a rock or you're absolutely that clueless, you know the answer to this.
A divorce can destroy a man in more ways than one. It is simply not worth the risk for men anymore.
My boyfriend and I have been together for 4 years. We have a child together. He doesn't want to marry me. I don't know what to do next. So like I said, my boyfriend and I have been together for 4 years and he is not ready for marriage yet. When I first brought up marriage, he would give me a bunch of excuses like he wants to have a wedding that's different from everybody else, or he wants to save up for a nice ring. And he would even ask me things like, why don't you propose to me? Like, why do I have to propose to you?
The man is a father. He clearly has deeper concerns than paying for an overpriced wedding.
I told him that I would, and he still told me that he wouldn't say yes. Recently, we had a discussion about it, and he finally came clean and told me that he doesn't want to marry me now because I have growing to do. He said he feels like I'm still a little bit too childish. I also feel like he's a little bit childish too, but I still know that I want to marry him and be with him forever. He says that he feels the same way, that he does want to marry me and be with me forever.
He has a point. She posts their private drama on TikTok. That is insanely childish. I've never actually met a man who wants to date a woman who posts this kind of crap online.
Yet, still no ring. We've lived together for 3 to 4 years, and we have a 3-year-old child together.
The man is a loyal father and a boyfriend. That should be good enough for her, but of course it's not going to be. If you would like to get early access to videos, weekly lectures, and case study breakdowns of human behavior, make sure you check out the members area link below in the video description. Otherwise, make sure to click on one of these videos on screen now if you enjoyed. Make sure you take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.